Ravi, welcome to Papo Limpo Cast.
Thank you.
And welcome to Mozambique.
Thank you.
I was going to ask you offline, why did you take the leap of faith, accepting coming to Mozambique for the first time?
You know what? As an artist, because that's what we are. Chefs are artists.
Oh, okay.
I felt like in Cape Town I reached my not peak, but I stagnated.
Okay.
So like I was not moving forward and I was also not moving backwards.
Okay.
So I was just in the same spot. So I actually like lost passion for what I have. I lost the love for it. I didn't like cooking. I was just there for the money. The little that I made, okay, because Cape Town is very expensive. So the little I didn't beg like dollars, no, the little that I made. So I was staying in the same spot, man, and the opportunity came. So the owner's son was actually working with me at one of the restaurants.
Okay.
So it's obviously time for him to come and take over the business. So he came over first. And that's when he made the call. And he's like, listen, man, I know you're not happy. I have an opportunity for you. And the only thing I ask is how much you're gonna pay me. Like, how much are you? I don't care where it is. I don't know. At that time, I did not know anything about Mozambique.
At all, zero.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Yeah. I just asked him, how much am I getting? What's my salary?
Yeah. And then
that's all.
He said what?
No.
And when you came, like first time,
Yeah.
like, okay, this is Mozambique. What was your first impression?
Wow. It's like Cape Town.
Really? There are similarities? For you? In your
For
perspective?
me, I would say it's a young Cape Town. You know, the opportunities are there.
Where the Temple Mountain, yeah.
Somewhere behind Ponta, somewhere there. We'll build a mountain. No, we can do that. I think we can build a mountain. You see, I look at it as there's opportunity. And as soon as there's opportunity, people just need to take advantage of it. You have infrastructure.
Yeah.
You have the tourism.
Yeah.
And that's Cape Town. They have infrastructure. And Cape Town thrives off of tourism.
Yeah.
Cape Town is not a good place because of our government system or because of what. Cape Town is thriving because of tourism. And that is what we in Mozambique need to take advantage of. Tourism. How do we get more people coming in? And that's how you make a mini Cape Town, I guess, in simple. But definitely, my first thought was, as we drove in, I said, wow, what a beautiful place. What a beautiful place.
And of course, as a local, it's sometimes when you live in a place, you
get used to it.
You get used to it, and you
forget the beauty.
And you don't see the beauty
in it
because you see it every day.
The problems, and you also see, you only see the problem, like there's potholes, there's this, there's that.
Go to South Africa. That's how I feel about South Africa. Then people are like, how can you move from Cape Town to Moz?
Yeah.
And then
I'm still shocked.
And then I ask, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? This is such a beautiful place. The people here are so kind. I've never met people, and I'm talking about young people and old people. Everyone here is so kind and thoughtful, and they want to help you. You know, I drove with a younger driver the other day, and he just started talking to me. And he tells me, yes, I must give him a nice tip. He doesn't have money. And then we stop at a robot, and there's a lady standing there, and she asks for money, and he gives her money. And I'm thinking to myself, you just said you don't have money. Why won't you keep it to yourself? Why would you give it to her? So I asked him, Epa, why you give your money to this lady? And he said, that's the only way God will bless you. Is if you give your last, he'll give you more. So the people here, different. Very.
Thank you for the kind words.
It's a pleasure. De nada.
Now, you know, whenever you hear about, chefs, master chefs, it's, I have this, in my mind, I always, had this question. Is it as glamorous as people portray, or is more like hidden slavery because it's working unlimited hours every day?
Yeah.
How do you see it? Like,
Gonna make me expose my industry.
And the follow-up question, of course, and why you guys close the kitchen so early?
Because we're fucking tired. Firstly, let's start with social media.
yeah,
Being a chef is nothing like we portray it on social media.
okay,
Firstly, it starts in your head. I work to this day a minimum of 14, 15 hours a day. Okay, that's a lot.
That's
Yeah.
a lot.
And sometimes it's not physically at work. Sometimes it's putting in an hour for running, 3 hours at the gym. So you wake up at 6 and you go to bed at 10, 11 at night. Okay, and then your day starts again, and then again, and then again. So being a chef starts in the head. Okay, anyone can cook, but not anyone can be a chef.
Okay.
Because it's like being a nurse, but you just don't get the recognition for it. Because as a nurse, you know, we work the same hours
Yeah.
as
As
medical
doctor, yeah.
professions,
yeah, yeah,
maybe even sometimes more.
yeah.
But they get the recognition for it. We don't, because people just see us as, you cook eggs, you cook pasta. You know, I can cook at my house, but that's not where it starts. So it's nothing like we portray it on social media or on the movies or on what's that show called, The Bay. It's nothing like that. You know, it's
Gordon Ramsay of the lefts.
See, Gordon Ramsay is very tricky because he actually exposes the industry and people just look at the swearing the whole time. But that's how it is. You know, it's very intense inside of a kitchen. You come in 7 o'clock. You only open at 12, but your chefs are there at 7 o'clock. You have to start prepping. You have to predict what's going to happen throughout the day. You have to predict how many food you're going to sell so you can prep for it. You know, so it starts all in the head. So in the mornings we have to say, okay, we're going to take out 5 boxes of chicken, and you're going to pray to God that you don't need more. Because the other chickens are frozen. And you know, you can't just take it out and put it in the microwave.
Yeah,
You know, you have to put it in cold water so it can defrost the right way. Bring it up to temperature, then prep, then cook. So it starts all in the head, my brother.
So in your that's just
That's interesting, yeah.
because you know, let's say Mundo, you know, has been like for years. You came as a new like. As you join Mundo, how do you make those calculations? Like, because you have no history of how that restaurant works. Like, how many people come? How do you come up with the numbers? Like, I'm taking 5 chickens today, or 10, or 11, whatever.
My brother, the amount of times I fucked up in the kitchen. Oh my lord. Coming to Mundo's was different. The pressure is consistent. You see, I have a fine dining background. So everything in fine dining we call organized chaos.
Okay.
In the morning when we walk in the kitchen 9 o'clock, we have a briefing. And that's when the head chef talks to us. He tells us for lunch we have 25 people and for dinner we have 45 people. You as a station leader or a CDP, so you're the leader of your section, you know exactly, okay, so we have 25 people for lunch, so I prep for 30 people.
Okay.
You make 30 raviolis, you make 30 starters, you make 30 canapes, you make 30 steaks, you make 30 desserts. Done. 11:30, you're done. You wait for opening. You stand by your section, the first table comes in. Usually the students will do the canapes, the welcoming drinks, the welcoming small food, and then we start. The head chef will say, you go with your starters, you make your starters, send it out. Next table come, send it out. You're done, clean your section, you write your prep list for the next day or the next shift, you go home.
Okay.
Organized chaos. Mundo's, nothing like that. Complete opposite. From the moment you walk in, it's chaos. Because it's just so intense. So I just call Mundo's chaos. Okay. not organized.
It's very unpredictable.
It's very unpredictable. You know, I know every Friday night we're busy.
Yeah.
But it changes. It changes. So sometimes we over prep, sometimes we under prep, and then it's just chaotic. Absolutely chaotic. But I must say, people work well under pressure, and I like pressure. So I feel we thrive more under pressure. So I must say I enjoy it more, the chaos.
But that's a general concept or only in your world?
Only in my world. Only in my world. I feel I thrive under pressure, so the people around me will also thrive. I'll make sure of it.
So when you are shouting, people are gonna thrive.
Yeah. See, the thing about shouting in the kitchen is, and that was very difficult for me coming to Mundo's because my staff is very older than me.
Okay.
And I mean like
Here
very
or
old. No, here, very older. In Cape Town, our head chef was at the time 28 and he was the oldest.
Okay.
No.
In my kitchen, I think the oldest guy is like, 50, 51. So how do I shout at him? You get what I mean? Like it's seen as disrespectful. You can't
it sounds
shout.
Disrespectful. Yeah.
If you tell a guy of 51 years old, where the fuck is my food? You know, it's different.
Yeah.
So that bridge for me to communicate when I am under pressure, you see, that's where I'm saying Gordon Ramsay exposed our industry a little bit. Because when you are under pressure, you start shouting, nervous, you swear, and people take it personal. If I have to tell you, you're fucking slow, you're gonna be like, hey, Ravi, why are you saying that to me? And you take it personal. And that was my biggest struggle coming over into Mundo's. The guys are very older than me, and if I swear, like I shouted at them and I said, where the fuck is the food? You fucking slow. Yeah. Then they stand and they tell me, hey.
Not tears, not kids.
This is not your country. They will tell me, this is not your country. Don't speak to me like that. And it took me a while whereas I can stand in the kitchen now and I can tell the old man, where the fuck is my food? And he will bring the food. And he will say, Taki comida, chef. And it won't be taken personal. And that's why I'm saying if you bring someone else into the situation, I don't know if it will work out the same, but I guess it's just the type of person that I am.
Okay. No, I get it. No, I was going to is it? I understand people shout under pressure and stuff. And I imagine a kitchen in a restaurant. Like, let's say Friday, it's a mess. It's crazy. Yeah. Do you think is it possible to be a nice boss inside the kitchen? Is there any chance of being a nice boss inside the kitchen?
But how do
nice in a kind way? You know what I understand? Like being kind, speaking gently, and
No. No. The reason why I'm saying, listen, you're a nice person. Yeah. But you can't be a nice boss. Because nice people get taken advantage of. Yeah. Nice people don't get listened to and nice people don't get respected. So you are nice, but you're still strict. Yeah. And that's where most people struggle to draw the line. You're not an asshole. Yeah. You know? Mm-hmm. Fridays I still say, hey, come. Everyone get cold drink. You know, come, I buy all of you cold drink. That's the nice person in me. Yeah. But when I shout at you, it doesn't mean I'm not a nice guy. It just means I am under pressure. And remember, one thing people need to understand, let's say there's one table. You order a pasta, your friend orders a pizza, and someone else orders a steak. So that means that's 3 different sections in my kitchen that has to work at the same time. A steak doesn't take as long as a pizza doesn't take as long as a pasta. Yeah. So obviously the pasta is the fastest. So then you have to wait for the steak and then the pizza, depending on how busy pizza is. Yeah. Because not all the sections will be busy. Yeah. So if the one guy is slow, it slows down not just the table, it slows down the restaurant. Do you understand? It slows down the whole service. So someone else's table will get affected. And I can't just send out the pasta because the pasta is ready. I have to wait for the steak and the pizza.
So basically, so is mandatory, can I say that the food for the three of us comes in the same time?
In a perfect world, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's one table. I would always, and I always tell them, if it's not possible, and this mustn't happen a lot, you can send it. But that means when the one plate leaves the kitchen, the other one must basically be done. It's followed by another waiter.
Okay.
You know, because I feel I've been in a restaurant where we're a group of friends and we've ordered different things, and then the one guy's stuff comes and then he finishes his food.
While we are still
and
waiting
I'm
for
still
yours.
waiting.
Yeah, it's
You
not
know, now
nice.
you must look at that guy eating, or he must look at us eating because he ate his food. So no.
And the whole point of us going to the restaurant is
To eat together.
Share
sharing
the
the
meal.
meal. Yeah.
To share, or you all put the food in the middle and everyone shares.
Yeah.
You know, so in a perfect world, yes, I always try my best so we can send, especially Fridays, because I know Fridays we're nice and busy. Everyone shares the food because we're drinking.
Yeah.
You know, so yes, I always prefer to send out the food at the same time for one table.
So it meant, you know, that example you gave. It's really. I'm thinking because depending on, let's say you have a dish that takes like 10 minutes, 15, 20 minutes, and we ask you so sometimes you may delay the one that takes 10 minutes in order for them to come out almost at the same time.
At the same time, correct.
Okay.
So in that instance with the pizza, the pasta and the steak, what I will do at that time, I will take the paper to grelha and we'll start with the steak, depending on the temperature of your steak.
Yeah.
So remember, it goes deeper than just cooking. It goes deeper than, so you're a medium, a rare, medium, and a well done. So the well done takes the most time. It's about 10-15 minutes. So let's say it's a well done to make it more complicated. So I will take the paper to grelha, but I have to look how many papers they have, and then I have to look how many papers pasta section have, and then I have to look how many papers pizza section has.
So
and
you
then
need to manage that.
And all that, it has to happen like that.
Instantly, yeah.
Or else I'm slowing down the process.
Yeah.
Okay, so as soon as the paper prints, I read and I have to look at the sections. And then I make up my mind, okay, I'm taking the paper to grelha. And then when the steak's halfway done, I take the paper, I take it to pasta. Because pasta is quick.
Yeah.
Like, okay, you're almost done. 2 minutes, paper's there, send the paper. Then I tell them, send pizza.
But
paper goes to pizza. And then, pray to God, it all comes to the pause at the same time.
But when you say station, when I look in a menu, like the Mundo's menu, like you have like many dishes.
So it's a paper, it's not the
each session.
What do you call it? The journal. Journal.
Yeah, that's a journal. Not a menu. But when you say session in a kitchen, because I've never been to a restaurant kitchen. So when you say session, it means each dish or each type.
But you need to invite us to your kitchen.
We can do a podcast in the kitchen.
Yeah,
that's good.
That's a good thing.
Awesome. We can organize it. I think we can definitely do that. So in Mundo's you have pizza section. Okay. So that's where they make all the pizzas. Then we have grelha, which is my favorite. It's hot section. I call it hot section. So it's all the meat. You know, the big dishes. I call it the celery station. Because that's the station that pays salaries. You know, that's where the money comes from. It's hot section. Then you have burrito section. That's for your pastas, your tacos, your quesadillas, all those things. And then you have salada. Salada is obviously the salads, the cold stuff, and the starters. And then you have your pause. That's where all the food comes to. So that's the different stations in the kitchen. So you look at one menu and I have to look at different stations. So it's very difficult always when someone orders something from all the stations. Because you have to make sure it comes out at the same time.
Yeah, and it needs to be hot.
It needs to be
cold.
Hot.
Yeah.
It needs to be hot.
Yeah, that's a world.
And you know what? Now that you're explaining, it's because sometimes you go to a restaurant and your food comes cold.
And it's cold. And you think, it must be old or... You know, they made it too early. But no, the food was there waiting for someone, which is not right. It's not an excuse because it's not supposed to be like that.
Yeah.
So it's our job to make sure everything comes out perfect. So it's wrong. It's not an excuse.
So we can complain.
You must complain. It's your money.
Yeah.
What are the things that you think the customers are really unfair to the restaurants?
When you eat, and how do I put it nicely? You eat with a closed mind.
Okay.
Or you eat like you would have cooked it at the house.
Okay.
You know, let's say for instance you eat something and you say, I don't like it. There's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
But I just don't like it. And then you feel you're not going to pay for it. Because it's a personal preference. You know?
Yeah.
I made 20 pizzas that day. And all other 19 people loved it. But you come and you say, I don't like the sauce that you put on. But that's the way we made it. You know, and then you feel you're not going to pay for it.
Is that even possible?
Well, they do it. People do it, and there's not a lot we can do about it. Because it's the client, you can't fight with them. So you try and work around it. But I feel that's very unfair if you eat via personal preference. Because you don't eat with an open mind. When I started at Mundo's, I tried a lot of new things. And it wasn't to take away what Mundo's has. It was to expose the different foods and cuisines outside of Mozambique.
Okay.
So what I was trying to do was to bring more stuff in, you know, so that you don't have to go to Japan to go eat like good noodles, you know, or raw fish. You don't have to go to Cape Town to go eat whatever they have to offer. A good curry. I wanted to make it at Mundo's, and people hated it. People hated me for doing it because they said I'm taking away from Mundo's culture. They said this is not what I still get it to. I still get it till this day. People tell me this is not what Mundo's does.
Wow. Okay.
But you mean people from inside Mundo or clients?
Clients.
Okay.
No, okay, clients. Yeah.
Clients. They told me this is not. It's delicious.
But
this
It's not Mundo's.
this is not what Mundo's does. This is not what Mundo's does.
Yeah.
And what? So you kind of changed a little bit Mundo's now for your liking. And what Mundo's had before that their customers are now complaining.
I'm gonna make a small example. When I started at Mundo's, we used frozen chips.
Okay.
You know the frozen bag chips
Yeah.
that you get, you just put in the oil.
Yeah.
And I said no. I feel the clients deserve more. Let's give them fresh chips. So we cut chips every morning. We cut at least 15 bags of potatoes.
Okay.
Okay, so we have someone that stands there
Just
early in the morning, puts a potato in a cutter, press it, and then cut it. Trr, 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 trr. Yeah, 15 bags. Yeah. So that's 15 bags times 10 kilograms. Because one bag weighs 10 kilograms.
Yeah.
That guy cuts the potatoes. Then he blanches it, which means he puts it in oil at 140 just until it's soft. Puts it away. And then we wait for the order, and then we put it back in the oil, 180 to make it nice and crispy. People hated it. They hated their chips. They hated it. Absolutely demolished me almost. They hated it.
Why?
Because it's not what Mundo's does. They want the frozen chips.
Yeah,
and that's why I'm saying it's always unfair if you go to a restaurant with a closed mind.
Yeah. Because it's not delicious. It's
Stay
just
at
because
your house.
it's a new. I'm not used to this. This is not the chips I'm used to.
You know, I always when I go to restaurants, I look up and I'm like, you know, you always like Google where you want to go. Okay, now I want to go to Piri Piri.
Yeah.
When you go to Piri Piri, expect traditional Mozambican food. No, they don't hide behind things. You know, they give you moulash with the bread. Salt.
Yeah.
Simple. No, nothing. But now you go and you say, oh, this is not nice. I could have made it at my house. Don't say that. Go to a restaurant with an open mind. Expect something. You know, just go with, when I leave there, I want to say, wow, did you know these people made this? Or I didn't know I can eat this in Mozambique.
Okay.
You know, or, fuck, this is the best thing I've ever had. Go to restaurants with an open mind. Expect something new. Try something new. Don't eat the pizza every Friday. Yeah. You know, all the pizzas will taste the same because we're consistent. We use the same recipe since Mundo started.
Yeah.
It will taste the same. It's the same pepperoni. It's the same tomato sauce. It's the same everything. It's might even the same guy who made it 15 years ago.
He's still doing the same way.
Go open the menu, read, see. Wow.
Let me try this.
Peri chicken livers. Wow. Figados at Mundo's.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a new. Yeah.
Let me taste it.
Yeah.
Go to restaurants with an open mind and keep your ugly comments to yourself.
You know, I want to
Try
go
to
back.
respect the job, no?
Yeah. I want to go back to the kitchen before we jump into more different things. Like, if as a customer we had opportunity to see the kitchen of a restaurant, and this, I'm not talking about Mundo specifically, I'm talking in general, would we still sit there and eat?
I don't think in all kitchens. I've been in a few kitchens where if you went in, you'd be like, yo.
It's too
guys,
much.
Yeah. See, kitchen hygiene is very important for me. And you shouldn't, on all my stations, all the different sections I talk about, they all have a container with hot water and soap. Because washing your hands is the first thing. It sounds so stupid. Wash your hands, wash your hands, wash your hands. It sounds so dumb. But you have no idea how quickly things get like contaminated.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about handles. I've been in kitchens where people got sick. Because obviously in Cape Town, you know, you get people with, I don't eat gluten, I'm allergic to this, I don't eat this, you know those. I don't want to offend the community, so let me end it there. Let me stop there.
Yeah.
But you get those people, you know, I'm pescatarian, I'm vegetarian, I'm what. And the one guy, he was working on the cold section, so he works with raw fish. And he touched the handle, and then that other person also used the same handle, and that lady got an allergic reaction just by the handle, and we didn't know about it.
Yeah.
We did. Luckily, she did not tell us she's allergic, but I mean, she got a light reaction, and word came to the kitchen, and we had to stop everything. We took all the equipment, washed, sent to scullery, washed everything, wiped down. We had to stop the whole service, wipe down stations, clean cloths, change everything, and then we continued. So kitchen hygiene is very important. That's why I always say washing hands is it's the most important, and it's the most basic thing. And that's why I am against gloves. I am a anti-glove guy.
Really?
I hate gloves.
In the kitchen?
I hate gloves in the kitchen. Because gloves gives you false protection.
Yeah.
It's like a condom with a hole in it. Gloves is like a condom with a hole in it.
Okay.
What's the point in it? It kind of protects you, but kind of doesn't. You know. So people who wear gloves, they'll never wash their hands, and they'll never change the glove.
Yeah.
So the guy that trained me in Cape Town, he taught me that when you wear gloves, the moment you were about to wash your hands, you need to change your glove. So basically, you will use, he mentioned, in a kitchen in a day, about 10 boxes of gloves.
Yeah, and that's not possible.
So you'll touch a handle, you'll do something, then you have to take the glove out, throw it away. You'll go open something, take off the glove, change it.
Yeah, it's not practical. You won't change. You won't take out. Yeah.
It's not practical. That's why you have sanitizer.
Unnecessary costs.
Unnecessary costs.
Yeah.
Too much.
No, they won't. Probably if you change 3 times a day, it will be enough.
But that's what I'm saying. It gives gloves, gives you false protection. So for me, the most important is just wash your hands.
Yeah.
Just wash your hands.
Regarding timing, I want to come back to that point, because usually people, especially lunchtime on a weekday, people go there. They expect food as quick as possible.
Yeah.
So that they can go back to work. So you can say that fast food people or fast food restaurants or branches are your biggest threat in the market.
You know, I feel we are like the wildlife. You know, we all exist in our own world.
Yeah.
We're not really a threat to each other. Because whether you go to Mundo's or you go to KFC, it's one industry.
Okay.
Yeah.
We all fall under one industry. And I understand that lunchtime, for instance, you don't want to sit down. You want something quick. Then you go to KFC or McDonald's or wherever you want to go. But for dinner, you're going to come to me.
Yeah, because I have more time.
Yeah. You have more time. Or after work, you're going to come to me.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't say people always fear that AI is going to take over one day and rule the world. I say, come fucking day, take my job. Come fucking day, take my job. So no,
you're gonna pay for that.
Yes. Hospitality, I feel, is the safest and fastest growing industry you will ever find. Nothing is a threat in hospitality. Nothing.
Yeah, we always want the human.
I mean, even COVID. You know, COVID was a big threat for us because we make money off of people.
Yeah.
And now you lock all the people away.
So,
there's nothing. What did they do? Look at what's the thing called in South Africa? Checkers 60/60. They're now one of the biggest. So what they did in COVID, it's a
Checkers,
retail.
the supermarket.
It's a Checkers supermarket. So what they did, it's super funny actually. They delivered to your house.
Yeah.
Okay, so they bought bikes, and they designed an app where you can get all your groceries on the app. Then they get a driver to your house. They deliver it by your door, whatever, and then they go. They're one of the biggest supermarkets in the world now because of what happened in COVID.
Yeah.
Checkers was like they were just a normal retail. Like they were still competing with Pick and Pay and Woolworths and Shoprite. They're better than them now.
Yeah.
Because of what happened in COVID, and they took advantage of that bad situation, and now they bagging money from that. So the hospitality industry is like, I just feel it's so beautiful. Man, nothing can kill us.
I want to talk about a video because of us. One of my favorite spots in town. And just as a disclaimer, it's my favorite pizza spot because if I'm not clear on that,
it's very important to mention.
Yeah, of course. It's I'll say it again. My favorite pizza spot, Gypsy.
Yeah.
What's the story behind Gypsy?
So we shot the video on a Saturday night.
Okay.
A Saturday night.
A Saturday night.
Okay.
My marketing.
You chose Saturday night.
Yeah.
No. Let me tell you. Let me speak to you. So my marketing manager calls me Saturday morning. Yo, Ravi, how's your day looking? I'm like, Saturday, Mundo's. There's rugby playing. Nothing much. Why? I have an idea. I'm like, okay, cool. What's up? He's like, no, I want to take you to where Mundo started. I'm like, oh,
okay,
nice. It sounds good. How far is it? No, it's about 10 minutes away. I'll come 6 o'clock. I'm like, okay, fine. 6 o'clock, something falls. Like, I can't go now. So I call him and I told him, cancel the video. We're not going to shoot the video anymore. I'm busy. 8 o'clock, he rocks up at Mundo's. He's like, come. It's going to be quick, mate. 10 minutes. I get in his car. We go. And we get to this place. But now as we get there, now he starts speaking. So I didn't know nothing. Zero. We get there and I tell him, hey, Elton, this place, where are you bringing me? And that's where this thing started. So I did not know that's, the spot to be at for all types of food. It's like a cuisine. Lots of cuisines there for you.
Yeah.
So I didn't know. So we got out of the car, and as we walked, he's like, yeah, this is the spot. I'm like, yo.
Yeah.
This is the spot.
Mundo's started there.
That's the word. Mundo started at the exact same spot where Gypsy was.
Okay.
The exact same spot. So Gypsy actually, I don't know all the logistics, but Gypsy, after Mundo's left there or whatever happened, Gypsy took over that spot. Of Mundo's.
Okay, that's interesting.
And I believe then that's where Mundo's moved to where it is today, to Julius Nyerere.
Okay.
That's the word on the street.
Yeah,
amazing. And now Bika. What is Bika?
So back in the day, I believe Mundo's used to do breakfast as well. And I think the boss saw an opportunity, because that's how we grow in this industry. We look at different opportunities, and he saw an opportunity. He saw a gap in the market, and he took advantage of it. So that's where he started the coffee shop, the cafe, Bika. So they basically took over the morning work from Mundo's.
Okay.
So Mundo's, I believe, opened at 7 o'clock. And then people could go there for breakfast or whatever.
Yeah.
So that's where we stopped that. And then Bika opens that time. So we do all the breakfast and all the stuff out of Mundo's kitchen for Bika.
You use the same kitchen?
Same kitchen,
But
same staff.
Why does Bika close so early, man? Like, I understand it's a coffee spot.
Well, it's a coffee spot, you know.
Yeah, but I want coffee at 7, it's closed.
We have to close it.
7 p.m.
Yeah.
to go to Gypsy.
I need some energy
To go to Gypsy.
before I go and eat
To
Gypsy
eat.
pizza. Yeah.
My brother. No, shame. Bika we have to close early because we try and push all the clients from Bika then to Mundo's.
Okay.
Because it's one business.
Yeah.
You know, so we have to make it work for us.
It doesn't make sense to keep Bika open while you want them.
While Mundo's is also selling coffee.
Yeah.
You know, so at 7 we make the transition, and then we tell the guys, hey, Bika's closing, so let's just switch to Mundo's.
But like the employees are different. Like you have staff for Bika and staff for Mundo's.
We have different staff except the hot kitchen.
Okay.
So Bika, again, 2 sections. The front section where you see inside of Bika, and then in my kitchen, the Mundo's kitchen, we have the hot kitchen where they cook the hot breakfast and stuff.
Mundo's, if there is more space, Mundo's could easily open a club.
I don't think that's the market we want right now.
I have that feeling.
Really?
Yeah.
Club Mundo's.
I do have that feeling. Especially when it's, big games, Premier League or whatever. I know Mundo's or Portuguese League, doesn't matter. Mundo have that sense that this could easily become a club. Is that your feeling as well? I don't know.
No. I tried to go to Mundo's a few times to watch games, and it was like packed. Like there was
chaotic.
There was no space inside, and I just couldn't.
You know, again, let's take South Beach.
Yeah.
Okay. Beautiful place. Focused food, nice food, and then they have the club as well. So I don't know if that's the idea that you're talking about, like that shift almost, that switch over.
Yes.
And the reason why I'm saying I don't think that's the market that we want is, if you think about Mundo's, you think about it as a generational restaurant.
Yeah.
A family-friendly restaurant where your parents took you and maybe where you take your children.
Yeah.
That's the dynamic we want to keep, because at the end of the day, that's what made Mundo's stand for 30 years.
Yeah.
That's what gave it its longevity. It's because it's a generational restaurant.
Yeah.
Mundo's will be here another 30 years because you're going to have children. And what's the first spot you're going to want to take your children to?
Yeah.
The restaurant you went to, where your father took you. You want to take your son. And when your son is an old Bali, where is he going to take his son? To Mundo's. And that's the vibe we're trying to keep. That's the atmosphere we want to keep, is the sense of belonging. Because when you step into Mundo's, you don't go like, this is just a restaurant.
No.
This is where you grew up, my friend. This is your house. And that will make sure we stay open for another 50 years, for another 100 years. If we turn it into something that people don't generally agree with, they'll leave.
Yeah.
And that's why when people tell me stuff don't work, I don't force it, because I don't want to lose clients. And it sounds so dumb because everyone has their own opinion, but if 50 people tell me this is not going to work, I'm not going to do it anymore.
Yeah, you're not dumb.
I don't want to step on someone's toes.
Yeah.
I'll do it maybe for an event.
Yeah.
I won't just not do it because you don't like it.
Yeah.
you know, but I won't force it in your face or like force you to have it. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and that's the thing a lot of new restaurants don't understand is the clients make sure that you stay here for another 50 years. If you don't listen to them or you don't respect them, you're not going to last, my brother. And that's why I'm saying this is such a fast-growing industry. It's because of the people. Have you seen how many people there are in this fucking world?
Yeah.
All we need to stay open is people. That's all.
Yeah. Nice. But why, like, we all have Mundos and Mundos in Matola, like two Mundos.
Yes.
Oh yeah, there is more.
And like and Mundo has been here for more than 30 years, man. It's older than my friend here.
It's older than me too, my brother.
I can see.
The big guy, the old guy is speaking.
The old guy is speaking.
What's Shigoshana?
My daughter.
Yeah.
My daughter.
Madala.
Stands for. No, but my thing is like you guys think of opening new Mundos, or you see that there's no demand for another Mundos, let's say in Maputo. Because some days, Katambe, there's definitely no in Katambe. But I'm thinking Maputo, because sometimes you go to Mundos and it's
packed.
Man, it's like this is.
You just turn around.
Let
me go somewhere else.
It happens a lot, you know.
You can never enter. There's no tables.
You know, and I wanted to say if the opportunity presents itself, I think there's always space for one more. But also no. Because if you have too much of a nice thing, it's not a nice thing anymore.
Okay.
You know, if you had 5 Mundos, sis, you have one in Matola, let's say another 2 in Maputo, by Katembe, and
Matakoyan,
5 Mundos. It's gonna take that something special away from it, because now you can get it everywhere. You have Mundos everywhere. You know, it's not gonna be, I couldn't get in last week, but I'm gonna try this week. I'm gonna go earlier. You know, it takes that away. But again, like I'm saying, if the opportunity presents itself, it's a good space, good location. Why not? Why not? But again, I just say it takes that away from. There's only that Mundos.
Yeah, it will become like a
fast food.
First food, no?
Yeah.
If you
like
open
a franchise.
A franchise.
You know, I think I've been to Matola Mundos once, and I felt it's different from these Mundos.
Different from this one.
The food should be the same, by the way.
No.
Must be. No?
No. See, there's a lot of logistics between the two that I'm not gonna speak about. I don't think I'm legally obligated to speak about. But it's different owners. Same Mundos, different owners.
Okay.
But it breaches out. So it starts at the top and then it breaches out. So same Mundos, but it breaches out.
Okay.
So it is a very different vibe to what you get in Maputo. But I would obviously, because I'm selfish and I think a lot about myself and I'm arrogant, I would say it's because it doesn't have me. So I'm just gonna leave it there.
Now, you know, coming back to the food, and you were sharing before that you try to do some new dishes, and you know, like, what's your opinion on the local dishes, and like, how have you tried to do them? Have you learned some? How do you see our local cuisine and like your experience from Cape Town and other places of the world?
Follow-up question: have you ever tried matapa?
That's exactly what I wanted to say now. I've had matapa before, and it's not something I will cook at Mundo's. Because obviously I'll get, this is not what Mundo's does. I'll get that. That's why I haven't tried putting on a lot of local dishes at Mundo's, because people will obviously say, they're trying too hard.
Yeah.
You know, they're forcing us to go there because now Mundo's has matapa on the menu, or carapao, you know. But I've had all of it and I think it's delicious. one of my favorites, and when I got here, speaking about carapau, I did not like that fish at all.
Yeah.
It does not smell nice. Carapau? No, I didn't like it. The reason why is after that I have to go speak to people, and they will all know this one. He ate carapau because it smells with you, like it stays there the whole time. It stays with you the whole time. But now I chow it, my bro. I love it. I love carapau. I don't like feijão, beans. I just don't like beans because I see here you cook beans with what is that? Insides, like.
There's a lot of inside meat, a lot of meat there.
Yes,
Yeah,
you mix the two together.
Yeah.
But for me, I like carapau. It's good.
Frango zambiziana, have you tasted?
The what?
Frango zambiziana.
No. No, what's that?
It's a chicken.
It's a chicken, but with a special sauce, like from Zambezi. I mean, I don't know if it's
you need to try it.
Yeah, you need to try it.
Ask your
colleagues. Like, on the common, like, where do I find the nice frango zambiziana?
Yeah. Ask your colleagues. They will know.
It's one of our signature food here, man.
Yeah.
Like,
Really?
Yeah.
You can find, Fema?
Yeah.
You can find it
You can
famous.
find it Fema.
Yeah.
I'm gonna swing by there.
Yeah,
I'm gonna swing by there.
there's
It's
a
a
nice
different way
spot there.
of doing chicken.
Yeah,
I'm gonna swing by
it's a very different way of doing chicken.
Yeah, man,
So
and
special.
I went to a bunch of local spots as well. I went to what is this Mercado do Peixe.
Mercado Peixe, yeah.
But like the real spot, not the one here for all the white.
There.
Yeah.
In the
No.
food.
I went inside.
Yeah, to the food.
Yeah.
I was there. Pescador. I was there last week actually.
I went in there. I went to the Shipuchana. Also, again, not the one from Lungus. I went to the real, the roots. Yeah, man. I ate a takdir, which, that was a very good experience for me. Don't eat a takdir 3 o'clock in the morning.
I was going to ask what time.
What time? Yeah.
I think I've never met someone who ate takdir before midnight.
No, you see, and the person that took us said, "This is gonna be a very traditional experience."
Yeah, it is.
So don't eat takdir 3 o'clock in the morning, please.
Why not 3 o'clock in the morning?
Hey, my brother. I don't know what happened that day. I can't remember, to be honest with you. Till this day, I just know we were there. But yeah, man, again, I'm going back on tourism. I just feel we need to take so much advantage of that.
Yeah.
This is such a beautiful place. Such a beautiful place. And I'm grounded in culture. I love culture. And you just need to show that, man. You need to flaunt it. I can't believe more people haven't been to Shibuchana. I can't believe more people, and I'm talking about tourists, don't go to Mercado do Peixe.
Yeah.
That's the spots you need to show off.
Yeah.
And when I told my staff I'm going there, they were like, "No, you're lying. What are you going to do there? Why you want to go there?" They asked me, "Why do you want to?" And I asked them, "Do you go there?" "Yes." "So why don't you want me to go there?"
Yeah.
It seems that
I get it.
We're not like
we hide
proud.
You're hiding.
What's unique about us?
You are hiding what is actually beautiful.
Yeah. And unique because you won't find it in many other places.
I've never went to a market like Shibuchana. Never.
Yeah.
Never. Is everything prepared according to the rule book? No. But who gives a shit?
Yeah, sometimes
you're not going to Mundo's.
of course.
You're not going to Salt. You are going to Shibuchana. You want to eat a lot of fucking meat and you want to drink a lot of fucking beer.
Yeah.
And that's why you're going there.
Yeah.
And that's the stuff you need. We don't have that in. We have sort of. See, what South Africa did is they did the car wash trick. So it's where all the men come together on a Sunday and they go to the car wash. So they, and that's where you get your, the guys are there, Shibuchana in. So that's, but we don't have something like that.
We went to a Eswatini and they call it Shisanyamas.
It's the same.
Yeah,
but the Shisanyama also
It's a bit more
the
like...
experience is kind of different. It's
the
kind of equal.
experience is it's like a restaurant.
Yeah, it's more like a restaurant. And
It's like a
it takes a
restaurant.
lifetime to get your food.
It's the same prices that you would pay in a restaurant.
Yeah, and it takes a lifetime. Like,
well, there's a Chisanyama, the brand, né?
Yeah.
But there's Chisanyama also our Chibuchana, the Chibuchana there.
I don't know. I just
but
went maybe to the
it's,
brand.
it's not the same. That's what I'm trying to say. Like the shisanyama will be like a restaurant. It's not being prepared in front of you. You can see the people braai there, but it's not a shibuchana. When I went in there, my brother, my marketing guy just told me stay close to me. And I was still very chubby back then. And we went in, and my mind was just blown away because I've never went as a chef. I've never been to a spot like that. As a chef, I've never been to a spot like that. And I went in and I was just like, holy shit. And it's packed.
Yeah, it's packed.
Yeah.
You know, you walk like,
and the meat is delicious, man.
Chica there. You know, and then you get to the spot and there's this big wooden thing and this guy just fucking tearing pork. And I was just standing there and I was like, what the fuck? This is amazing. We get there, the beers come. You know, the lady come there, you know, she's like a mama. She comes there, hello, man. Beer. Come, lift, wipe, put the food, fucking everything there, eat.
And the food is delicious.
It is.
Wow, what an experience. That's where if my people come to visit you, I want to take them there.
Yeah.
I don't want to take them to Salt or wherever because we have that.
Yeah.
We have one of the best fine dining restaurants in the world in South Africa. We have some of the best chefs in South Africa.
Stars,
You know, we have Michelin-starred chefs in South Africa that went overseas. What's this one guy, Jan? He went to France in Paris. He opened a Michelin-starred restaurant. He has 2 actually now. He came back to South Africa. He opened a restaurant in the Karoo. Yeah, where you can only privately be chartered into the restaurant. So you need an helicopter to go to the restaurant.
Wow.
And the restaurant is underground.
Okay.
Yo.
So
this is Cape Town.
In Cape Town, we have that. But we don't have a Shibuchana.
Yeah.
And that's why when my people come, I want to take them to Shibuchana. That's what I'm saying. We need to take advantage of what's unique to Mozambique because you don't find that anywhere else. Anywhere else.
Not that we're talking about Michelin stars. Like, is it marketing stunt or is it really?
Because what I see on YouTube is just a very tiny piece of whatever with some flowers. That I don't know if I'm supposed to eat that flowers.
Don't eat the flowers. So Michelin is a tire brand, which is actually a very confusing thing for all chefs still. A tire brand rating restaurants. So how the fuck does a tire brand gonna tell me my restaurant is but it's something that's grown into a very popular culture now. Michelin-starred restaurants. But I don't think they do Africa. They do like Asia, Europe, all the guys up there. Some parts in America. Like they have certain regions where they only do the ratings. So that's why our chefs have to travel to those regions, open a restaurant there, get your Michelin status, and then you will come back, which they mostly do. They always come back, and then they open their restaurant saying, I am a Michelin-starred chef opening my restaurant in South Africa.
So I have 4 tires of Michelin.
Yeah. Fuck. So yeah, it started off as something very simple and unique and truthful and honest, rating restaurants. And yeah, people will get you'll get an inspector coming. You don't know he's coming to your restaurant. You just know that sometime during today and Monday you'll get an inspector coming to your restaurant. So everything will be perfect. I've heard stories of inspectors dropping a fork on the floor and just seeing how long it takes a waiter to come pick it up. They go check the bathrooms. They tamper with the food. all those things, just to see reaction on staff mostly.
Yeah.
Obviously, food is very important, and then you'll hear that same day, listen, congratulations, you you got the star or whatever the case might be. But it's a very intense process now, and I feel it's such bullshit. Because a restaurant is not as good as that day.
Yeah, you can't
judge a restaurant
by one day
on one service. Because what if it's not our day?
Yeah. That day, the master chef is sick.
What if that day the head chef is sick?
Yeah.
Or the guy that cooked your food, his mother just passed away.
Yeah, you don't know that.
You can't judge a restaurant based on one service. And that's why I always say, if you had a bad experience at a restaurant, go back. Go back again. Don't say, I'm never putting my feet here. You will never see my money again.
How many chances should we give them? Because I have some I gave them 3 chances, and I was like, okay, I think I'm forcing this relationship.
What's that song of Kendrick Lamar? Fool me once, shame on
Jacob.
Jacob, fool me twice, shame on fool. King and fool again.
3 times. So I can blame on me.
So give it 2 shots.
Okay,
give it 2 shots. Always go back again. Always go back. Listen, if it's shit the second time, it's definitely a shit restaurant.
No.
But always go back at least once more. Everyone deserves a second chance.
No,
that's a thing we should all live by, and I think the world will be a very kinder place if people just give each other second chances.
It's difficult. It's very difficult.
It's very difficult. But remember, you're doing it for yourself. You're not doing it for that person.
No, the thing is, it's very difficult to give food a second chance.
I understand.
Do you understand?
Because you might die the second time. I mean, God gave you a way out the first time, and now you're just going back.
No, I'm trying. I'm forcing
But don't go try the same thing, Try something else. Try something else.
Let's talk about fine dining.
Beautiful. I love it. Let's go.
I remember I had this experience here in Maputo once. I think it was, I don't know if the restaurant still exists, but inside Gloria.
Just to put breakers there. My wife just got food poison this week. She went there on Women's Day with the ladies, whatever, and at Gloria, and she passed the whole week. This whole week it was bad.
But you don't know exactly which one. I think they have many restaurants there.
But we also don't want to call out the restaurant now. Let's not be ugly to them.
But there, I think there are a lot of restaurants.
There are a lot of.
I've never been in there.
So, I mean, it was me, my wife, and my kid. Actually, I think it was 3 years ago. And so. I didn't know the concept about fine dining. And so we went out, want to eat in a different place, not just in a new spot. We went in. Okay. Oh, they told us this is a fine dining restaurant. That's the only thing they told us.
When you go in.
Yeah, so we didn't know exactly what that means.
What to expect,
and
what's going on.
The names of on the menu, you can just read, but you can't exactly know what they mean about the names.
Or English or...
I think they're in Portuguese. It's not clear, and you can't even picture by the name what's exactly, because, it's a new experience, you don't know. And when the food came, and as a fine dining experience, it didn't have start or whatever. It's just we just ordered it. And it came as I wanted to, but of course, I mean, it was our fault. We should have maybe searched better. But it came a small slice of meat, and it was a puree and the flour that don't talk about, and the flour there. What do we do with this now? After that, we went out to eat. After we ate and paid the bill.
Usually after fine dining, you go out for fast food. It happens. I'm not gonna lie, it happens.
Okay, but what's the idea behind fine dining? And maybe I got it wrong.
It's charm, maybe.
Well, I took so after I graduated, or while I was busy studying, I saw this show called Chef Ace.
Okay.
Which they shot in Cape Town. It was a thing on DSTV. So I applied for the show, and then I was like, okay, well, I'm not gonna make it because it's a bunch of young chefs in Cape Town.
Okay.
You win a money prize, and then you have an opportunity to go work for one of the best chefs in Cape Town.
Oh, that's nice.
So I applied, and then I got it.
Oh.
So obviously now I'm the only one that is not a chef because I'm still studying,
Yeah.
and I'm the youngest for this competition.
What did you study, by the way?
What did I?
Study.
A diploma in hospitality management.
Okay.
So I did both sides, front of house and being a
Back.
chef.
Okay,
Yeah, so
nice.
that's why I can run a restaurant. But I got in, went to go do the show, and then I won the internship to go work now at this guy. So I was like, Epa, listen, I'm still studying. Can I finish my studies? And then as soon as I graduate, I will come with everything, move to Cape Town. That's what I did. I went back, I studied, I completed my studies, packed up everything. I don't have no one in Cape Town. I packed up everything. I told my father, Dad, Epa,
I'm going to Cape
I'm
Town.
going to Cape Town. I was like, hey,
CPT.
hey.
Cape Town.
So from Bloemfontein?
From Bloem, I went to Cape Town. 20 years old at the time. And I went. Got there, and then I got introduced to fine dining. Okay, so fine dining is not, I'm hungry. Okay.
So you eat at home first?
Fine dining is wherever you go, you're going to get an experience.
Okay.
We call fine dining an experience. And that's why you get different courses. You get a starter or a first course, a second course, a palate cleanser, a main course, aperitif, and a dessert. Okay, and then you get more than that. So people add bread service and all those things.
Okay.
So you get an experience of what the chef is trying to tell you. That's fine dining. It's storytelling.
So the restaurant want to communicate something to me.
Yes,
To my stomach,
we're
actually.
talking
Or
to
to
you.
me or to
We're
my
talking to your heart. We're talking to your palate. We are trying to show you new things. We call it mac and cheese on the menu, but when it comes to your table, it looks different. We present it different. And that's why I'm saying fine dining is storytelling. You don't go to say, hey, I'm very hungry now.
Let's go to fine dining.
Let's go eat. Fine dining. No. Fine dining, you go where you want to take someone you want to marry. Or you want to tell your wife or you love her without saying I love you. You know, you want to show off.
Okay.
Fine dining is an experience. It's storytelling. And that's why everything looks different. It sounds different. When you walk into the restaurant, they make you feel something. You know, you walk in and you're like, they pull out your chair. You're like, hey, pa.
Yeah.
They come to you, they present, they stand up nicely. They say, good evening, ma'am. Good evening, sir. Welcome to Mundo's Maputo. Today we have a 4-course menu. Unfortunately, we don't have this. We don't have this. This is to welcome you. Please shout if you need anything. Go. Next waiter comes. Good evening. My name is this. Have you decided on what you're going to have? This is our first course. It has a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And it goes well with this. They put the sauce. Enjoy. Come back. They ask you, how was this? Would you like to speak to the chef? How was this? So it's an experience.
Maybe
I think maybe they didn't like you there when you were.
I think maybe it's not.
Listen, let me make it simple
The
for you.
experience not there. Maybe the experience not there. Now I understood it. It makes sense.
Some people call themselves fine dining because they make small food.
Yeah.
You are not fine dining because you make small food. When you just make small food, you are mafia. You are stealing. Okay, you are stealing from the people.
Yeah.
Fine dining comes with an experience.
Yeah,
if you don't make your guests, and we don't call you clients in fine dining, we call you a guest. We call you a guest.
Yeah. Okay.
For a reason. If you don't make your guest feel like they are kings and queens, you failed. Those people come in and they do nothing for themselves. Your cup is half. They come, water. Something falls, they go, they pick it up. They put it on your table.
It's the whole
You have a
experience.
chair next to you if your wife is there with you to put her handbag on. It's an experience.
Okay.
When
Yeah.
you go to the toilet, they come, they clean around you, they lift up your stuff, they clean, they pull your chair back, they take your serviette or your napkin,
Yeah.
they fold it again, and they put
Okay.
it back on the table for you. When you come, it's reset, it's clean.
No, that's I didn't have that.
Fine dining is an experience.
Yeah.
It's storytelling.
I don't think we have a fine
Do we
dining
have here?
restaurant. I
Do
don't
you
know.
Um,
Anything that you know?
I haven't went to fine dining. There's a lot of people in Moz that call themselves fine dining, but I haven't went. I would like to try it out.
Yeah, the
I
way
would like
the
to.
way you put it out now, I don't think we have.
Because
it.
that's what we do in the restaurants I worked in Cape Town. That's why I'm saying fine dining. You don't pay for food,
Yeah,
you pay for
the
an
experience.
experience.
Mm.
and that's how we sell ourselves. It's an experience that you're going for. You're not going for, yeah, I'm hungry. No, you're going for an experience. You want to be treated top class.
Now I know.
Okay, now I know. Now we know.
Now we know what is fine
A
dining.
fine dining restaurant, you get someone that just welcomes you at the door. There's
Yeah.
someone that just stands there by the door. Good evening, ma'am. Good evening, sir. How are
Welcome.
you doing?
Take your car.
Welcome to Mundo's.
Yeah.
Did you make a reservation with us today? Or are you just popping by? No, I made a reservation. Oh, beautiful. There's your name. Table for two. You can just walk straight, and the maitre d' will meet you there by the table. You go,
Oh.
another person meets you. And that's why in fine dining you keep on meeting new people the whole time. Because everyone has their job.
The role.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
You have someone to just come clean the table. The waiters don't clean the table. There's someone that comes to the table just to clean it.
Yeah.
Perfect. I wanna like before we close. I know your time is short, but I wanna move to more personal. Like, as a chef, time management, family, like you know, how, like are you married and how does it work? Because you said you work.
And do they have free food at your restaurant?
It's a good one. But no, they pay. They pay. I moved out of the house when I was 19. I went to go work in the Drakensberg in Durban at a place called Champagne Sports Resort. Very big place. It's the third biggest resort we have in South Africa.
No.
Okay.
So I started my career working in the third biggest resort in South Africa. So I moved out of the house at a very young age. And it's scary, man. You know, at a point you come and then you're like, yeah, you sacrifice so much.
Yeah.
Is it worth it? But then you get to do stuff like this. You
Yeah.
get to meet new people.
Yeah.
You get to tell your story. And to start with, man, there's no Ravi without God. Like, I just want to get that off the top. I would have been gone a long time ago. Because as a chef, you work so hard. You get involved with a lot of things you don't want to do. You know, for me, one of them was alcohol. Bruh, I drank every day of my life.
Oh.
You wake up, you drink something, you go to work. When you're done with your shift, let's say it's just a single shift, you end at 5, you go drink. The whole night, down. 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, you're in bed. You wake up 6 o'clock, you go back to work. So, being a chef is a fast life. And that's why you don't really get old chefs. Because these guys, they die when they're young, my brother. They die of heart attacks, they smoke a lot, they drink a lot, they stress.
Yeah, stress.
It's a
Stress environment.
It's a stressful life being a chef.
Yeah.
And as someone that moved out at 19, yes, my brother, I missed out on so much. You miss out on funerals because you can't get off. And for me, I've never worked inside of Bloemfontein.
Okay.
So for me, I always have to go home.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
You get what I mean?
Yeah,
I always have to travel to go home. So you
Yeah.
can't
You never
always
stayed home.
you can't always get off.
Yeah.
You know, so I've missed so many birthdays. My parents they haven't had a birthday with me. I think when I turned 19, 18,
Okay.
that was the last time I celebrated my birthday at the house. You miss out on funerals, weddings, important moments. My sister recently matriculated. Thank God I was there for a matric farewell. But you just miss out on so many things, and you don't always have the courage to explain why. And that's the part people don't see about being a chef, and you don't want pity, because it's part of your work. But that's the hard part of being a chef, is you miss out on so much, and you just hope and pray that at the end of the day it's all worth it. That's all you can do. You just take that risk, and you're like, you celebrate a birthday over the phone or video call, or whenever you get the chance to go home, you just spend, like when I went home recently, I told my parents, let's just sit. I told them, let's just sit. Let's just sit here. Let's just sit. And they were like, and do what? I'm like, I don't know. Let's just sit. Because I miss being around them. I miss being around people I don't have to please, or be a chef, or be this guy that will solve your problems. I just want that sense of, I belong here. I can just sit here and take my fucking shirt off and just sit here and do nothing and mean absolutely nothing, and know the people around me loves me. Because as the moment I leave that house, I have to be someone.
Expectations are all over you.
And if I don't meet that expectation, there's a lot of shit waiting for me. You get what I mean? So, being a chef, it's a very emotional journey, man.
It's kind of lonely.
It's lonely. It's a very lonely journey. I told my sister the other day. I don't know. She wanted to go somewhere, and I just flipped out. So sometimes I just flip out. And I tell her, you don't fucking value relationships. And she asked me, what do you mean? And I say,
I'm here.
And I told her, I'm fucking here now. Just fucking be here. Just stay here. Okay, don't go anywhere. Just stay here. And that's how you become, because you're like, I don't see you for 4 or 5 months. And then I get to only see you for 6 days. It doesn't make up for all the stuff I missed. So I am trying to make up the whole time for missing all her birthdays. I was in the house when she was 12. 13 years old. She turned 19 now.
She's grown.
I looked at her the other day and I said, what the fuck? You're a woman. You're a grown woman. She's studying at the university, some medical fucking shit. She's the smart one. She's studying a medical diploma. I don't know what caca it is. But I told her, wow, look at you. And I got so emotional. Because the last time, you realize, fuck, the last time I actually, you were so small and tiny.
Now she's a grown woman.
And now you're studying at the university. I look at my parents, and when I go home, I especially look at them and I'm like, hey, you guys are getting old. And it's shit that makes you emotional because you don't see it happen. You just see the end result the whole time. You don't get to journey with them.
The process.
You don't see that. And that's what people don't always understand. And that's why sometimes, yes, I do flip out. And I do get angry because you sacrifice so much. And you give so much of yourself with only the hope and believe that it'll pay off one day. That's all.
The fun thing about being away from family, and I never lived away from family, but I'm always traveling, so I spend a lot of time away from family. And what I found sometimes is not because of the example you gave of your sister, like she wants to go out. Because I find myself some traveling, and I'm calling home. It's a Saturday, people that have their normal life, like the in a shitiki, it's like you want to be there, but it's not convenient for them to hang on the phone, and because life is happening. It's not because you are away that other people's life is. So you got home. You want to be there because for you it's. But for her, she had a date with her friends, and she just
she has to live her life.
And so it's crazy.
And that's actually what my girlfriend told me, because I told the story to her and she said, "But you're wrong."
Yeah, and you are.
And I am, and that's when I realized it, because she said, "You're trying to make up for something you missed, but now you want everything to stand still."
Because of
so
Because
that
of
you
you.
can grasp onto that one moment. And that's when I realized, yeah,
life goes on.
I was wrong. And I realized that also in the moment when I told my parents, let's just sit here. Because you just want to cling on to that, because you know when you come back, a lot would have changed again.
Yeah.
So now you're just trying to take that in, you know. And as my bro, being a chef is a forced life. It goes by like this, and then everything's done. And then at the end of the day, you just pray to God that everything you worked for
It's worth
pays
it.
off.
Do you think you're a good chef? Is it as a choice for most chefs, like opening a restaurant? Is it like a good idea, or it's like it's not that? It's not because you're a good chef you can have a restaurant. How does it work? Like,
so opening a restaurant, I would say, is obviously the end goal.
okay.
It's something we all work towards. It's like saying you start at the junior level and eventually I want to run the company.
Okay,
You know, that's
okay.
how it is for a chef. But I would say don't rush it. For the first 10 years that you are in the industry, just absorb everything you can.
Yeah.
Learn as much as I have learned from so many guys that I'm rushing now because I want my own place, you know.
Okay.
I want to say, fuck,
This is my spot.
This is my spot, you know. But at the same time, I still just want to learn. You know, it's so good learning, and it's so beneficial because you get to make mistakes.
Yeah.
When you have your own place, you can't make mistakes,
Yeah.
because now you're not only accountable for your living, you're accountable for someone else's lifestyle.
Yeah.
And if you make a mistake as the owner, that means everyone else has to pay for your mistake.
Yeah.
So learn as much as you can, and when you feel like only you will tell, you will say, okay,
I'm ready.
I'm ready, let's go.
One question. What's your best dish you've ever made, or you always do that you know?
Mine, my bro, I
As a
love
chef.
cooking meat.
Okay.
I love cooking meat. Any meat you give me, I will blow your mind. Any meat, any meat. My favorite is to I like calling it burning food. So burning food is what you make on open fire.
Okay.
You know,
Okay,
there's
yeah.
always heat,
Like the braai.
sweat, like the braai.
Yeah.
I just love open flames. So anything I cook prawns on braais, I cook crab on braais, steaks, tomahawks. I hate wagyu. Oh, I hate wagyu. I don't like wagyu. It's just a bunch of artificial Japanese
Yeah, the
bullshit.
the Japanese,
I just don't
man.
like it. I feel it takes away from the poor cow. Like if you want meat, eat meat. You know, if you want fat, eat fat.
Fat,
Don't mix the two. And also you can't cook wagyu on a braai because it will just be flames, because it's just fat that's gonna drip.
okay.
But man, anything on open fire. Oh, I love. You know, I realize why I love cooking on the braai is because it brings people together.
Oh,
Yeah, of course, people have to.
When you braai, there's always people around you, and it's something that
because they're
as
waiting
I-
for that food.
as I grew up, it's something that all families have problems, okay? But every time we had a braai, we call it a bring and braai. Né? So the families, the different households will pick one house. Okay, we're going to your house this Sunday, and then you bring and we braai.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the host of the house will braai all the food, and you come with whatever you want.
Yeah.
We braai your food, and then we all eat together.
Yeah.
On that day, we never argued.
Yeah, it's always quality time. It's always quality
We
time.
spend time.
We laugh together.
The old guys drink. The ladies are drinking wine. We're making punch, you know. The children are running up and down. And whenever there was a braai, everyone was always happy. And that's why I enjoy the braai, because it takes me back to that. And again, it's me trying to hold on to something that I'm not supposed to. But fuck it. Okay, I love braaiing. And that's why I love doing it. It just brings everyone together. Everyone's happy. You're drinking. You're enjoying the food. And you're in the moment. You're open-headed. And that's what's good.
One final question for me. Tip. How much, or should we do the tip? Is mandatory, how much you should do it. How is the I was practical, but not what's practical, but what's the difference between Cape Townians? It's Cape Townians, right? And Mozambican in terms of tip. How we see tip as customers and yeah.
Disclaimer: I saw in Cape Town it's mandatory. That's my experience. Like, if you didn't like the food, 5%. If you like it a little bit, 10%.
Understand that from your perspective.
Let's go to the mandatory part.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's start with the mandatory part.
Yeah.
So in restaurants, we believe if it's a table of more than 7 people,
Okay.
it is mandatory to tip 10% of your bill.
7 people.
More than 7 people. So
Okay.
that means 7 plus.
Okay.
Mandatory to tip 10%. Why? Okay, it's one guy. He has to look after you. Big table.
Yeah.
Make sure everything is good. And you 7 people or more. So you can afford
Yeah.
the 10% because you can split it up between,
okay,
so you
okay.
probably only make plus, let's say 20 meds for your side, for what you had. So it won't be a lot of money.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the mandatory part. When it's 7 people, when it's a group, tip the waiter. Like it's a lot of people on the table. It just
Yeah.
makes sense. He works harder.
Yeah.
Then a normal table. Now let's say you're not 7, it's just you and your wife.
Yeah.
Okay, or you and whoever you're taking. A tip for me is not mandatory.
Okay.
How can I make this comparison and not get divorced? It's based off of performance of your waiter.
Okay.
Okay, because the kitchen doesn't get the tip.
No.
No.
You guys don't split.
Kitchen doesn't always get the tip. No. And that's also something I'm trying to change as a
Okay.
guy that works in the kitchen. I don't want the tip. I'm just saying.
Yeah, like,
I feel
if
half of the
yeah.
experience comes from
From
out of the
the
kitchen.
kitchen, yeah.
You know?
Or more than half.
Oh, more than half,
Yeah.
mostly.
Yeah. Because the food comes from the
but-
kitchen.
yeah,
and
Yeah,
for the food.
you know,
yeah.
the tip for the waiter, I would say it's based off experience. If the guy looked well after you,
Yeah.
if you don't have any complaints, he treated you well, he made you feel welcome, he set a standard.
Yeah.
Tip what you feel is right to him.
Yeah.
Because
No.
a tip is something that people should say thank you.
Yeah.
You know, it's not, this guy didn't tip me, I'm not going to wait at his table again. We don't
Yeah.
say that.
Yeah.
You know, but also you determine your experience. If you come to a restaurant and you're just like, oh, this fucking place is so fucking expensive. You know, I don't actually want to be here. How do you think the waiter's going to feel?
Yeah.
He's not going to look after you because you just bad-mouthing, you angry, you throwing things, you
Yeah.
complaining, you an ugly person to him. So to make it simple, a tip is based off of experience. If you feel you had a good experience, leave a good tip.
You know, I see this. I think the same. Whenever I have a good service, I feel like it's just natural. But if the service is really bad, I'm like, we're not tipping this guy.
If the service is really bad, you don't have to tip the guy. I mean, I always say, when the service is really bad, speak to the manager. Tell him, hey man, the food was good, the beer was nice and cold, but the waiter was shit.
Yeah.
Say it. Because how will we know Emerson is a problem?
Yeah. If no one tells you.
Yeah,
no,
no one tells
because
you.
Emerson to me is a great guy.
Yeah.
I love him. But he's never been my waiter.
Yeah.
And even if he is my waiter, I'm his boss.
Yeah, he will perform.
He'll perform.
That bra might even go cook my food himself.
Yeah.
You get what I mean?
Yeah.
So if you don't say, hey, the food was good, the beer was nice and cold, the spot was nice, the TV, the volume, the DJ, everything perfect, but the waiter, está podre, merda, kak, not good.
Yeah.
How will we know?
Yeah.
Because if you say it, and the next day someone else say it, and then the next day someone else says it,
there's a
we
problem.
know
Yeah.
this guy is
It's
a problem.
consistent.
But now no one says anything, so now how will we solve the problem?
Rafi, I had this experience in Santon, one of those restaurants.
Yeah.
And the lady, I think I went there for food. I was alone, actually. And I think I gave her. It was I was going to use my card like I had 100,000. 100 rand, not 100,000.
I want to know.
No,
Fuck.
100 rand, and she was
So you wanted to add 100 rand?
Yeah,
As a tip, okay.
Yeah. And she was like, oh, can you please increase, because here we don't get salary, our only salary is tip. Is that even legal?
Okay, so that's bullshit. To start there, some people that's bullshit. That's when you say, please bring me your manager. Let me speak to your manager. That's something you immediately ask because they know you're a foreigner.
Okay, yeah.
So they take advantage of it.
Yeah, she was trying to take advantage of me.
They take advantage of you. I've known that I know that we have a few waiters that get money based off certain items that you sell. So let's say, for instance, we employ you, but you're more a promoter than what you are a waiter.
Okay.
Okay. So whenever you sell a margarita pizza and a Deutschen beer, you get money from that dishes.
Okay.
Okay. So we don't give you a salary. You get money from those dishes, but that's a different contract.
Yeah.
You're not a waiter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's different legal stuff. So it's different than being a waiter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you nyonga? The word nyonga.
What is nyonga?
Nyonga is like when governments, when there's bribe
Yeah.
in the government.
Yeah.
So there's always a middle guy
Oh.
who knows the politician and knows the businessman. So this middle guy will take a bribe or commission or whatever
to link the two.
To link the two. Here we say that money or that commission is called nyonga.
Nyonga.
And the guy is nyongista.
Yeah, the guy is nyongisha. So
Is nyongishtaring.
yeah, that's the example that I want to use to that example
For
that you
that,
did.
yeah. So but
you'll receive nyongas for any pizza or whatever specifically.
for specific items.
In that case, does she serve the tables or no?
Not really, like again, you a promoter.
No, just come by
So
and say,
you
"Hi
just
guys, you
come
want
by,
to take?"
hi guys, this is really good. This is what I suggest you guys should have. And I believe you have had an encounter by a restaurant where someone came and they tell you
to tell something.
this is good.
Yeah.
Then you know, nyonga. That's how you know that. No, if someone tells you we only live off of tips, no, that's shit.
not true.
The only time I only received tips was when I was a student, and you called you interning.
Okay.
So you only have a 3-month contract. You don't get a salary. They might give you something we call a stipend, which actually refers to not a salary,
But
it's
transport costs, food allowance.
yeah,
No, food
an allowance.
Yeah, an allowance.
It translates to an allowance.
Yeah.
If they want to,
Yeah.
because you haven't signed a contract.
Yeah.
So that's the only time you'll only receive tips
Yes.
when you are in training.
Okay.
That's why I'm saying if someone says that to you, people should stop being scared to call managers. You are not a Karen, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Please call the manager because it's so frustrating. And then again, like I did the other day, I saw a video of someone just smashing us online, saying, guys, add beers and stuff to the tables, and then it's beers they haven't had.
Oh, there was a complaint.
Saying,
Yeah.
why must I find this stuff out on the internet?
Yeah.
This is stuff I want to hear then and there, so I can solve your problem.
Yeah.
Because if we don't solve problems, it's going to happen and happen and happen and happen and happen. And then we have a bad reputation.
Yeah.
And I think culturally, I don't know how it is in South Africa, but here culturally, we have
don't complain.
You don't wanna
we
complain.
don't complain.
Yeah.
Giving like negative feedback, it's very difficult for us. So sometimes you see people mistreat. I've been to restaurants and we have a friend who's also one of the hosts, and I think we had a few experience in a few restaurants, and then we decided, okay, let's start complaining in restaurants. Like whenever the service is bad, and you see, when you complain or you confront a restaurant, most of the time, even for them, because they're not used to that, it's like a shock. Because and sometimes they don't even know how to react. I had this. I was in Belém a few years ago, and it was really bad. And I told the waiter, please call your manager. And the manager was even worse. So what I did, because it was me and my wife, I was filming and I told him like, okay, you don't want to solve this. I'm filming this whole and you'll see it online. And he was like, no, okay, no problem, film it too. So it had to be the other guy on the other table who happened to know the owner of the restaurant. He came and he said, I know he called out the man, I know the owner of the restaurant. Please don't do this. Don't allow him to film, don't allow him to post. Try to solve this. But it was a very tense. It was just this is wrong. Please, can you change it? And that was our that's how it started. But it became a very tense and unnecessary situation. So there's also that other side of people not being trained well enough to handle complaints.
I understand.
We have two problems. We have managers that actually are not managers.
Yeah.
Because they don't deal with problems.
They were just waiters. They did very well, and now they're a manager.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But again, I say it's worth the risk.
Just do it.
Just say, give me the manager. Do your part.
Yeah.
And again, the world will be a much better place if we just started doing things for ourselves as well.
Yeah.
Because now, to avoid the conflict, you don't say anything.
That's the route that we Mozambicans usually take.
You prefer, you know what? Let me keep quiet and I will just never come back to this place again. Those people did this to me, so it's fine. I'm not going to say, bring me the manager, because I'm not in the mood to fight two people. And what I always do, if I call the manager really and it's now serious and I tell the guy what happened and he just looks at me like he wants me to find a solution, I just say, you know what? It's fine. Leave it. Don't bother.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Don't bother. I'll solve it myself. You finish your meal, you pay, you go. And that's a valuable reason not to go back to that place. That is a valuable reason not to go back to that place.
Yeah, you tried your best.
You did your part, and the manager just told you.
Yeah.
That's how it is here.
Yeah.
That's a valuable reason
to
not go back. To add to the previous questions.
Yes.
Ravi, if just closing, and we're almost closing this. If your life was a menu, I want you to define your life in 3 dishes, like a starter, the main meal, and
the dessert.
Should it be actual food or can it be?
Oh, okay.
You decide.
We are not cutting this. I told you before. So please be aware of what you're going to say.
My life in 3 dishes. I've never had a question like this in my life.
This is Papo Limpo, and
this is the best question I've ever had in my life. Okay. The starter, I would say it's something people will mock. What's a dish people will mock? Like food people will laugh about.
Here.
As a starter.
Do we mock food here?
like something, if you say you eat that, people will laugh at you.
Here.
Anything.
That's a good question.
Anything people laugh at. Anything.
Food that people laugh.
Because here, food is very...
food is something very... Yeah, food is very important.
Yeah, but my starter will be something that's laughed upon.
Mm-hmm.
Because the start of my life, or the young part of my life, I always try to overcompensate. I'm a fat kid. I'm trying to just make it. I'm trying to stay in the conversation. I'm trying to be cool. You're figuring shit out, and no one actually gives a shit about you.
So no confidence at all.
No confidence. You make the joke so people don't make the joke about you. You throw the first stone so people don't throw stones at you. So the first part of my life, I would say the starter will be something that you will laugh when you get it. Laughed upon. That's the starter. The main course, the second course, I would say is when I had a dip, I went through depression, went on medication, bunch of shit happened in my life, and something hard. So what will that be? Overcooked chicken or matanga, you know, that just sits here, you know. So something very hard, and that's the good part, because you get to the dessert. And I only started living when I moved to Moz, because when I got here I picked up a lot of weight as well. I love the good life, but because the people allowed me to live a good life in Mozambique. In my kitchen we have a saying. This is what this guys in my kitchen told me. In South Africa, Ravi is a nyomfi, but in Mozambique, he's a king. And that's not by design. That's because the people allowed me to. So when I got here, I picked up I think I picked up 10 kgs when I got here. And that was still part of the main course, the starter, that bounced up and down in my head. But now we're at the dessert part, and man, it's just, I don't know, what's fucking sweet and juicy and all the Cardi B songs.
Well, there's always a chocolate cake.
You know,
nice
it's just, man, we should stop living for other people. You know, what I've learned throughout all the different types of journeys that I've had in my life is that you'll never be able to satisfy people. You'll never ever be able to satisfy people. People will always have some shit to say about you. They'll always say some shit to bring you down. I have a saying that people want you to do good, but they don't want you to do better than them.
Yeah, that's true.
So I want you to be successful, but not more successful than me.
Yeah.
And that's how life is. Good people never lost. So eventually you have to just say, fuck it, I'm gonna show you wrong. You know, and that's what I've done my whole life. I've been proving niggas wrong all my life. That's all I've been fucking doing. I prove people wrong. Family, friends, people you call family, people you let in. You just prove people wrong the whole fucking time. And that's good, because I do good under pressure. So that's just how it goes, man.
Cheers to that.
Cheers. That's a good one.
That's the way it goes.
Ravi, you know, it was amazing, and it's for me. It's when Dungo was the one who gave us the idea of talking to you, and I was like, okay. And then I went to your social media and there's a bunch of videos. Like, okay, because I've heard about a famous guy at Mundo, because it's not common, like a chef in a restaurant and being active in social media and
it is not.
Yeah, it's not something that we are used to. So it was very okay. Let's talk to him and understand. And
that's what I like. I like to know people.
Yeah, reflecting on our conversation, it was amazing, man. You have a brilliant mind, and your journey, your experience. I think, please keep sharing it. I think people need, and the fact that you came from Cape Town to Maputo, I don't know if you understand the message behind that to most of us, because most people here, they're like, if I have a one-way ticket to Cape Town, and
I did the opposite. I took the ticket to Moz.
One-way ticket. I don't want the return ticket, just one way. And so I think it's really important for people who have lived different experiences, come here, and they also help us see what we have that is special, the beauty that we have, because it's difficult for us that we've been here all our life, to see all these things. So thank you again for what you're doing, man. And do you feel there's anything throughout that we missed throughout our conversation regarding, you being here in Mozambique, regarding being a chef, anything you feel like we should have touched on and we didn't touch?
I think we covered something about everything. And then again about the whole Cape Town, Moz Cape Town. when you are in something, you only see the bad in it because you're used to it. You know, you only see, oh, this is happening, this is happening, this is so bad, this is so bad. But the moment you go somewhere else and then you realize, ish, but it actually wasn't that bad. Because here it's much worse than where I come from. You know, if you have to go to somewhere else, get yourself out of Moz for just a month and you'd appreciate it so much more. You will appreciate it so much more. And the fact that I keep on hammering about there's so much potential here. There is so much potential here. You just have to take advantage of it. There's such a big gap in the market. You just have to take advantage of it. I mean, this is such a beautiful place. You have no idea. I don't know if you know how beautiful Mozambique is.
Believe me, we don't know.
I don't know if you know. I don't know if you know how beautiful the people are.
Nah, that we know. I know. I've been in some countries like, across the continent, and I know
the people in
the culture
in Cape Town. Some of them, they can be so ugly to you for no reason, just because
you look cold.
Just because you look different or you sound different or you dress different. Yeah, you just be it. You just be it, and no one will judge you. People will compliment you. Yeah, they take you for a fool now and then because it's a bit different than what they used to. But the people here are so beautiful, and it goes down to the core. You can't change that. You can't change it. So you just have to take advantage of what's beautiful. Yeah. That's all. But yeah, we covered everything.
So where should people like? I know people can find you at Mundo, but online, where do people check out your amazing videos?
Yeah, man. So on TikTok, I am yours truly, Ravi Naicker, and then on Instagram, just Ravi Naicker 27. Yep. That's the word on the street.
Okay. Yes. Thank you, man.
Thank you guys for having me. This was super cool. This is my first podcast ever.
Oh, thank you.
So the next one we do in my kitchen.
Yeah.
Of course. At my house. I'll be your host.
Of course.
You know. Thank you so much. I honestly appreciate it. This was super cool. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, my man. Thank you.
Yeah, guys. And this is it.
Papo Limpo Cast.
Papo Limpo Cast.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
What?